All right, folks, I'm David, and welcome back to the Coachful Coaching Leadership Podcast. Today I'm here with Louise Buchanan. She's been a guest on this podcast in the past. Actually, Louise came up with a really cool idea to have leadership quick fixes as a podcast episode. So that's what we're going to go through today. And we're going to go through different questions from different viewers, but also that Louise has aggregated over the years, as well as myself. So that is what we're going to go through. Louise, you're from an HR background from the financial services sector, right? So you've seen a lot of these leadership problems and leadership questions come over the years, right? All right. How about we go through one of our questions today? Sound cool?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can a strength, when overused, become a liability in leadership? What comes to your mind when you hear that?
Yeah. So I can say I saw this show up for me personally during COVID. I have high resilience and always have. And during COVID, I was there for my team. Everybody had, something going on. Our family, our elderly parents, they both ended up in the hospital. I started having like little pains in my leg, but no, don't worry, Louise, keep it up, smile for everyone. And it took a toll. I was exhausted. So resilience is a great trait, but if you're too resilient, and probably wasn't a great role model, right? People are seeing this person who's like probably on the verge of overdoing it, right? And you need to show as a leader that you're human too. And if you need to take time or a break or balance better, then talk about it. People like to learn from you on that.
Yeah. I guess like how can someone actually know when whether a strength is actually overused? Like it seems like for you, you said your resilience became a liability. Like, at what point did you realize that was actually a liability and not a strength, or it is a strength but it became a liability?
Yeah, well, it was the strength because it's what enabled me to be a high achiever, right? And be able to drive initiatives forward, right? And so, but it when I noticed that I wasn't feeling great, then that's how I knew, wait a minute, this isn't a great strength right now. But I think other ways that people can learn is through feedback, asking people for their feedback. Having a coach is a great way. And then this whole theory around having a quality that ends up being not helpful. Elias Porter did research on this and actually has an assessment tool on it. And I have seen some clients learn a lot about themselves from it. For example, someone who's so helpful becomes smothering because they're too helpful, right? And so you think, how could helpful be negative? But it can be if you're too helpful, right?
Oh wow.
So yeah, there's a balance.
Okay, there's a balance, right? I think that one's good. So yeah, why don't we go to the next question? All right. As I transition from a technical expert to a leadership role, how can I empower my team, especially in a hybrid work environment with both in-person and remote team members? Okay. I'm sure you have a take on that one, right, Louise?
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit at one of the last ones around transitioning from that technical expert to leadership, right? And so clearly defining your roles, right? So like, what am I accountable? I'm accountable now to motivate others and to coach others and to be available to others, but I'm not there to do the job that they're doing. And that's different, right? Especially when you're used to teamwork or other work where you all just take a piece of the pie and get it done. Well, now you're not necessarily going to be that doer. And so having clear communication around who's going to do what and when, and outlining your expectations is also really important when that happens. The tricky part, I see it more in technology than other areas, is this mix of people who are at work and people that are remote, right? And so maybe the clients are more at work. Technology seems to be more remote in some businesses, and so you need to be there for everybody. And it's natural to build strong, like spend more time, right, with someone you bump into in the hallway and ask them about their weekend or whatever. It's just easy, more natural, I would say. Well, when you have employees that aren't coming into work, you need to still have those same conversations. And if it doesn't come naturally to you, then make sure it happens, right? So make sure you find a way that every meeting you have is a catch up with the employee on work, but also on their personal side.
That's our questions for the day. I just want to wrap this up. That's this is part of our new series in the Coachful Coaching Leadership Podcast. All right, Louise, anything else you'd like to say to the audience out there?
Yeah, have fun. Hope this was helpful information for you.
All right. Well, folks, thank you very much for listening. Thanks, Louise.
Thanks. Bye.